is going down, world? Welcome to the 40s. I go by the name Black Pegasus. And today we're checking out DRAGONFORCE. This is Heroes of Our Time. It's called Ultra Beatdown. Official video. All right, I've been requested to react to DRAGONFORCE since I did a first-time blind reaction to their song. I think it's like, I know it's Through the Fire because I always think of Through the Wire, Shaka Khan, Through the Fire and Flames or something like that. It's been like a year or 2 years. It's crazy how much music I've actually discovered on this damn channel. That's wild now that I think about it. But anyways, you know, I think I've been going down a crazy rabbit hole of guitarists, like the elite guitarists, just in general. And when I think back on DRAGONFORCE, the Through the Fire and Flames or whatever that joint was, their guitar playing was not only remarkable, it was pretty ridiculous. As this played for 20 seconds, that's it that we saw, it already reminded me like, oh, these fools are like, it's like what is speed metal or some like these dudes are cray. Anyways, I'm going to check this out for the first time. DRAGONFORCE, if you're here for that, like, share, comment, subscribe, and welcome back to the channel.
They tease them a lot, black peas on the spot. Welcome back, 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 welcome back. 40.
All right, let me get the logo down and pull the video up. Don't forget to support the original content on the channel. If you want to check out my other channel, Pegasus vs. the World, over there I do travel vlogs and movie reactions, but over here is where I do all the music and the music reactions. If you want access to these reaction videos early, I have a membership on this channel. Link in the description, gives you early access. I update it every day. There's a big catalog of reactions that haven't been released yet, so you could have some fun in there. Regardless, thank you guys so much for your support. Huge shout out to all the members on the channel helping me keep the lights on. Let's get it popping. We're back, man. DRAGONFORCE. It's been like a year, but hey, let's waste no time. I'm watching this on their official YouTube channel. It's important that you go over there and watch this without me. Look, I'm going to push pause. I'm going to make commentary. I'm going to interrupt the track. All right? I don't want to see no tears in the comments. That's because this isn't a substitute for the original. If you want to hear and see the original the way it was intended in its entirety, please go to their channel. It's so important that you guys support the original, actually. Anyways, yeah, I'm not here to substitute that ever, and I just want to make it be known and show some love. Anyways, these mountains kind of remind me of Colorado. That's crazy. All right, we're checking out DRAGONFORCE, Heroes of Our Time. Let's get it popping, Wody. Yo, there's so much to talk about, but even that little bit of guitar playing right here, like this is what happens when you grow up worshiping Eddie Van Halen. This is the love child of Eddie Van Halen. Yo, I might be tripping, you guys. But when I see them playing like this and going crazy, you start thinking of me personally. I just think of Eddie. I could think Hendrix or SRV, but just this specific thing reminds me of Eddie Van Halen. I think you'd be proud. And maybe they didn't like him. Maybe they're like, nah, Eddie wasn't the one. It was, yo, dog, I grew up in the basement, only listening to Prince guitar solos. I don't know, man, but that's what this reminds me of, right? There's this playing specific, this technical playing, and even the way it's I don't know. That's just what it reminded me of, and so I want to just tip my hat to Eddie. And they, come on, dog. They probably, maybe. I'm a guest. Let's not, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, yo, the music, though. One, this is so fast. It's like you can find a pocket and kind of go like this, but it's just so fast. Machine gun funk. It's like, but lyrically, I feel like we're telling a story on some like I don't know if there's anything called Final Quest. Let's just say Lord of the Rings, for the lack of a better word. Like that's just like this big storyline, and it reminds me of the genre, but I don't remember them playing this fast. But like Man-O-War, am I tripping? Like that type of genre? But this is just faster. This is something different than that. But the storyline of the lyrics of the music remind me of something like Man-O-War or something in that vein would do. And the lead singer's vocals, he's really on point. The vocals remind me a little bit, and this is just as a reference point, not a comparison, but how when Jack Black gets into these characters and like does this thing with his voice, that's what it kind of reminded me of. But anyways, they're cooking. I knew I was going to go into some heat, right? Last time I went through the fire and the flames, you know what I'm saying? Now we going, what's this called again? Heroes of Our Time. Yeah. Classic hero theme with the lyrics too. Anyways, I'm enjoying it. It's super fast. Like I'm like, I know this is just weirdo black people, but it's like, imagine trying to make love to this. When they say like, they were like rabbits, like they're listening to DRAGONFORCE. I'm gonna give you the dragon, girl. Anyway, sorry. Okay, let's go.
Free from this world, here for the last time. Oceans collide inside of our song. Believe who we are. The phoenix will rise. Freedom will rise once again.
What the just happened? I don't think I've ever seen a back and forth like that. Out of all the reactions I've done, I've seen some epic guitar solos, just like one dude riff and go absolutely insane. Hence, Eddie Van Halen eruption guitar solo. I don't think I've ever seen two just go back and forth like that. the other thing I wanted to highlight, I almost pushed pause in the middle of the solo to make some of y'all cry, but I let it play. But I just wanted to highlight, this isn't just about being fast and technical. Like normally and again, I'm a guest, I'm not an expert. I'm just telling you what I hear and what I feel. So just take that with a grain of salt. They are playing extremely fast and technical. And normally when you play fast and technical, it's just like rap. When you rap fast, you lose things. You lose the mechanics of, let's say, a complex punchline or metaphor or triple entendre or certain things, because you got to fit all this stuff within this syllable scheme, and the English language only goes so many places. But sometimes those barriers get broken by the elite rappers. In my opinion, this is not just technical and fast. The melodies they're coming up with at this very fast pace are fucking crazy. Like, it sounds like legit good singing. Like sometimes people play technical, and I appreciate it for that, but the replay value isn't there for me because it was just focused on the technique and the speed. I'm like, yo, that's cool. But this is actually has a lot of replay value. I'm listening to the little melodies and intricacies in it, and I'm just like, how the fuck did they do this? You know, the concept of playing a video game on expert mode, and I'm not a video game player, but that concept, how it's like the highest level of playing a video game, that's what the fuck is going on here. That was incredulous. I don't think that's a word. That was incredulous. What the are they doing? Anyways, I don't even know where these guys rank in the scheme of things of guitarists. Like, you know, it seems like every generation gets a little crazier with the boundaries they push musically. And I think some of the old school listeners get kind of encapsulated in the old school sound, like, we had the best music. This was the best time period. And I like to just listen to everything. So I just see it differently. I'm like, oh, these dudes are pushing the boundaries of, like, you know, me singing. And I'm just going to bring him up because, I don't know, it's really what I know. It's just a good reference point for me where I'm at learning about guitar. Let's call them guitar heroes, for lack of a better word. But Eddie Van Halen, you know, I think these dudes are pushing boundaries. You guys will have to let me know. I'm the outsider here, but that's what it feels like when I'm listening to something like this. I don't know who came before them or after them doing stuff like this, but this is pretty knock your socks off, for me at least.
Save us tonight, the last hope for all of us. Light years gone by, we're still holding on. Save us tonight, a star shines in all of us. Far beyond our lives, still our glory lives on. And we all find our sacrifice tomorrow. Our journey on towards a brighter day. Silent tears we left behind, still so far away. Across the endless sands, we look into our despair. Free for all eternity we stand. Rise above the universe tonight. Star chaser. Star chaser. Our kingdom come, we stand as one, and we will live for always, evermore.
Yo, there's a musical moment at the end that I just really gravitated to, and I really loved how he just started doing the Star Chaser. There was something that evoked a little emotion there. Let me see if I can find this one moment that I really, really F with.
Silent tears we left behind, still so far away. Across the endless sands, we look into our despair. Free for all eternity we stand. Rise above the universe tonight. Star chaser.
multiple things. Right here, they slowed it down. I didn't even realize that, but it really gave me a moment to really hear the band out. And they're playing so fast. Once you kind of get into a rhythm, it doesn't seem as fast. Not that they're not fast, but it's like I'm finally in this rhythm where I'm just listening to it as music instead of that distractive wow factor. Like, oh my God, this is so fast, you know? But this was the moment where I was like, oh, this band is fucking incredible.
Tonight, the last hope for all of us. Light years gone by, we're still holding on. Save us tonight, a star shines in all of us. Far beyond our lives, still our story lives on. And we all find
That moment right there, it sounds like one of these big soundtrack moments for like a movie from the 80s or 90s. It just sounds vainglorious, as I would call it. It was just amazing. And again, this is like a themed song. Like I said, it just reminds me of like a movie. He tells you a whole story, and we're gonna, end up victorious. I'm not gonna lie, I'm in love with the Star Chaser. I just love that. Especially if you kind of live where you're, I don't know, I have an interesting life, but they call them seekers. Anyway, Star Chaser, I like it. I like it a frickin' lot. I just checked out DRAGONFORCE, you guys. This is one has been asked for a very long time. It didn't disappoint either. I really like this. Now, this has to be a specific mood. I'm not going to gaslight and pander just because I want to appease DRAGONFORCE fan base. This is a really good track, but this is not something I can just wang on my regular day. I probably am not wanging this in the car. Maybe if I just won something, I would play this, but this is like gym playlist type of stuff. It's very like, I really need to push myself to the edge. That's what this makes me feel like, but also conceptually, the kind of conquer, like we're going to win no matter what, we'll never stop, we will always rise type of feeling. That's also integrated with this push yourself to the edge. It's perfect. It's perfect for me and like a gym type of playlist. Anyways, shout out to DRAGONFORCE. Incredible. It's actually a really dope song, but incredible guitar work. Hopefully, I didn't botch anything and people are just, showing up with pitchforks and, whatever you show up, pitchforks and tiki torches and shit because of my reaction here today. Because then I would literally be going through the fire and flames, wouldn't I? See what I did there? See you later.
Thank you for being some man.
Oh, hell no. Next.
40
Hell
years
no,
down
next.
the road back again. FUQ boy.